One of the top reasons people cut the cord and switch to a streaming service is that it's cheaper. And as we've shared on this channel recently, cord cutting has hit an all-time high.
Yeah, there are multiple reasons that streaming has been cheaper. There are no equipment fees and still no contracts, so no fees to cancel your service. Also, media companies have purposely kept prices low to get people to use them. As the market matures, that is beginning to change, but streaming is still quite a bit cheaper than cable.
We regularly talk with people who pay $200 to $300 a month for cable or satellite, while even the most expensive live TV streaming services like YouTube TV and Hulu Live cost less than half of that. But something working against the lower cost of streaming services is taxes. Cities and states are increasingly creating taxes aimed at streaming services.
A growing number of cities and states, including Arkansas, California, Georgia, Nevada, New Jersey, New York, and Texas, are all looking at taxing streaming services. This is not a new fight. For several years, city and state officials have been trying to generate revenue by taxing streaming services, and media companies have been fighting back.
In some cases, streaming services have won. Netflix and Hulu were able to stall taxes in Nevada, but legislators there are not giving up. A state senator in Nevada is still trying to get streaming services to be taxed the way cable operators were. Chicago is a great example of this. In 2015, it introduced a 9% amusement tax to users of streaming services like Netflix. Their rationale was that the tax reinterprets a long-standing tax on tickets to recreational activities, like concerts. Since streaming is considered entertainment, streaming subscriptions there now carry a 9% tax.
In 2021, Bloomberg found that the city of Chicago collected more than $30 million from users of streaming apps. Now cities elsewhere are looking to repeat Chicago's move and generate that revenue for themselves.
So what does all of this mean for you? How do you know if you're being charged taxes? Well, since streaming services don't include taxes in their advertised prices, you'll need to look at your billing details within your account to see if you're being charged a tax on it, because it's a streaming service. As Netflix explains, taxes vary by country, state, and territory, and city, and they can change over time. And as they clearly state, the advertised price does not include taxes. If you are paying taxes, it will be listed separately on your monthly invoice, similar to how it is with phone and cable service.
YouTube TV made some people angry recently when it notified subscribers that it would be upgrading its internal system used to calculate sales taxes applied to monthly subscription fees. It said some subscribers would see a small increase in their monthly fee as a result. Those fee increases are rolling out now through July 29th. The streamer said it was sending emails to all impacted customers.
When we polled our community of subscribers, few of you said you had received an email, which, speaking of subscribing, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, make sure you take a second to do that so you can be notified when we release new videos.
Yeah, now let's talk about why cities are doing this. We've touched on this already, but it's about the money. As people cut the cord on cable and satellite, states and cities are earning less tax revenue from those subscriptions. They rely on tax revenue to fund their budgets and are looking at how to get it back. It's an easy argument to make that streaming services are essentially the same as cable operators in terms of what they provide, and therefore should be taxed in a similar manner.
Unfortunately, America isn't alone in having streaming taxed. Canada is also looking at it, and in the UK, a bill has been drafted to fine streaming services for showing harmful material. Now, that isn't the same as a tax, but it is a cost that could be passed on to subscribers there. Thankfully, there is no national tax on streaming services here in America, but as more cities look to tax Netflix and other streaming services, one thing is certain: those costs will be passed on to us.
Yeah, sadly, it's another example of how streaming is getting more expensive as the space matures, and it shows even more how we need to be on top of our streaming expenses and subscriptions. There's no need to overpay, as there are still plenty of options. As we showed in a recent video, you can make your own streaming bundle of solid options for under $20 a month.
Absolutely. Make sure you're only subscribed to services you watch regularly. And if you're subscribed right now to both cable and streaming services, and you live in a city that's taxing both, that is all the more reason to cut the cord immediately or stop streaming so you aren't overspending and paying double taxes.
Definitely. We want to know what you think about all this. Do you think cities should be charging streaming taxes? Let us know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you can get all our latest news and reviews when they drop. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.